Hi, everybody. It's Chuck and Bob with our social media preview of the high school basketball weekend. We're going to start with the girls' game, but unfortunately, Crown Point in Washington was taken off the books. So let's start on the boys' side with a little precursor of the Bi-County tournament, which happens next week. A small school battle that has Argus going to Oregon Davis. Now, we first met Gordon Mawson when he was coaching at John Glenn. Very successful there, and he's had a good time at Argus. 7-3 this year.
Yeah, and he graduated his top 5 scorers from last year, and you're thinking, well, how are you going to build this team back? Well, he's got a couple of guys that are going to really be a difference maker, not only now, but toward the end of the season, including his 6'11" man, Michael Richard, who does a lot of good work inside. And in the conference they're playing in the Bi-County, that's obviously the biggest player there.
Well, J.J. Morris having a good year scoring the basketball for the Dragons, but they'll have to go to the Bobcat Den. Larry Stennert's Oregon Davis team has kind of had an up-and-down year. 4 wins to start the season, now 3 straight losses. And unlike Argus, which is a fairly young squad, they're really dominated by seniors.
Yeah, Dylan Murphy's one of the guys that they count on down there. And again, this is a team that only graduated 2 seniors from last year. So the coach went with the younger guys last year, and they're going to be better. But Cam Taylor is also playing very well, and it's a good ball club.
And Gavin Sebo, their leading scorer. So keep an eye on that one. Always difficult for a team to go in for the first time and experience that round gymnasium of the Bobcat Den. We'll see how Argus handles that. Now, we mentioned the Bi-County. That's next week. This is the week for the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament. And one of the semifinals at Lakeland tomorrow night has 2 of the top 10 teams in Class 2A going head-to-head. Number 6 Westview and number 8 Central Noble. Ed Bentley having a heck of a season in his first year as the helm of the Warriors.
Yeah, we don't have a Yoder as the head coach. We've got a couple of them on the team who are playing extremely well, and we knew that was going to happen, and they're doing a great job. Brady and Mason Yoder, a couple of guys that are back, and this guy right there, that's Drew Litweiler, 6'4" inside, and he's a good presence and does a great job not only on offense but on defense.
Litweiler and Mason Yoder account for about 30 points a game, but it might be defense that decides this one for the Warriors because they've got to find a way to stop Central Noble's junior star Connor Esesian. He is the all-time leading scorer at Central Noble, and all he did last night in the quarterfinals, Bob, was score 44 against a very high-powered Churubusco team.
Well, anytime you beat Busco, that's a big game for Central Noble, certainly, but Esesian is a very skilled player, and he's getting some looks, and deservedly so.
So we'll see what happens in that one. The winner of that one, likely the favorite to win the conference tournament championship. You know, it's always interesting in the NIC, and if I were to put up a marquee for the games this week in the NIC, the second game on that marquee would have Riley at New Prairie. Now, we saw Riley on the Game of the Week last week. You and I saw them in person on Tuesday night. I think Alex Daniel has done a great job tuning up the defense for this team, and we just saw Blake Wesley for the dunk. But what we need to see of more for Riley is those other guys like Copley or Robles stepping up and being a reliable number 2 option.
Well, Robles is a terrific 3-point shooter from the outside, and he's getting more minutes of late because he has been able to convert. But anytime they get a chance to go to the big man, Blake Wesley, he can shove it down, and he's done that quite a few times this year. There's Robles with a 3. Chuck, we've seen them play a couple of times, and I think our feeling is when they run their sets, when they do what the coach wants them to do offensively, they're very effective, and they do have some skill shooting the ball from the outside, but sometimes maybe you got to work that ball inside to Copley.
Yeah, I'm not sure their skills of shooting it from the outside are as good as they think they are, but they'll go to New Prairie and take on Mike Bauer's Cougars. And New Prairie is 8-3. They're getting a lot of scoring from that guy, Braden Flagg, this year, and that's nothing new. And they're kind of in a similar position to Riley. They've got to find a consistent number 2 scorer.
Well, they've got some opportunities. I think Hunter Smith is playing well. They've got some other guys that have stepped up. But I'm really excited about what Mike Bauer's doing. He had to build a whole new kind of a culture down there at New Prairie. He's getting it done.
Well, Grady Lapchinsky had 23 in their win over Northwood. Noah Breton had 12 the other night against John Glenn. But who will be that solid number 2 for Flagg? And then what kind of defense will they play against Riley to try to contain Blake Wesley? Those will be the interesting things to watch in that game with Riley at New Prairie. And then the marquee matchup in the NIC this week, St. Joe, number 6 in Class 3A, goes on the road to take on undefeated John Glenn. I don't think it's outlandish to say this is one of the biggest regular season games outside of the Bi-County in John Glenn history.
Well, the area will be full, and well, it won't be filled because you can't have everybody there, but it would be otherwise. But Travis Hanna's done a nice job. He's got a ball club that obviously has some talent, including his son Bryson. But the St. Joe Indians come in with a roster. J.R. Konechny is obviously maybe the top player in the area, if not the state, and he's been very solid. Does a lot of great things. He shoots from the outside, he gets it inside and finishes, and he's got a couple big guys inside as well, and in Terry, and they've been very successful. As their guards come along, Chuck, this is a team. They're going to compete downstate. They need good guard play.
I know they'd love to give their coach, Mark Johnson, a delayed birthday gift. Mark celebrated his birthday yesterday. I want to dispel the rumors that he's 90. He's not. However, he'd love to see his team score 90 against John Glenn. The thing is, nobody has scored more than 60 against the Falcons this year, and they have been the master of winning the close games. They are 9-0, and 7 of their wins have been by 7 points or less. But you mentioned Bryson Hanna, and there he is, a sophomore this year. They get a lot of help from Carter Young, number 10, and then they play just remarkably good defense.
They do, and it's such a solid program. And anytime you have a coach's son on the floor, you've got another coach out there. He knows what they want to do, and he gets it done, and he can shoot the basketball. And I tell you what, they are pumped down there about this game against St. Joe. And again, you said the premier game in the NIC, John Glenn, really? I mean, they were 14-9 last year, and here they are undefeated.
Yep, and meanwhile, our game is the premier game in the Northern Lakes Conference this week. Northwood is 2-0 in the league and 8-2 overall, going to Middlebury to take on a Northridge team coming off a big win Tuesday night against Riley. Now, Northwood, no stranger to success. They won another sectional title, the 6th under Aaron Wolf last season, but they lost a lot of talent from that team, and still he's managed to cobble the pieces together to go 8-2 in the first half.
Yeah, and they've got a design on trying to win that conference. They're 2-0 in the Northern Lakes Conference, and the last 7 years it's been Northridge or Warsaw that's won a piece of it, and so he'd like to have his team step up. They've got a great opportunity here as they go on the road against Northridge.
We saw Cooper Weens a moment ago. Jamar Jackson has been a factor since joining the team a few games ago, and tell you what, Northwood is fun to watch when they get it going offensively, but their defense is going to be stressed by this Northridge attack, which really relies on the guards and primarily the three-point shot. Carter Stoltzfus has emerged as a huge threat, and you put him with Sam Smith, that is a dynamic backcourt for the Raiders.
Right, and Jacobs has been doing a good job inside, and when they move the ball, I tell you what, when they get on the perimeter, you think, okay, we got to go out and get on the three-point shooters, and then all of a sudden they're doing a backdoor cut and getting an easy layup. So this is a well-coached team. Scott Radiker has this team going, and they're going to need to be efficient. Again, the backcourt for Northwood features Ben Vincent, who's a veteran, and they don't have a lot of size, but, we were very impressed with the two big guys, and that's Cade Brenner and Ian Rash, who are both very young, very aggressive, but play like mature athletes.
So a lot of talent to watch in this one. We hope you'll join us Friday night on YouTube, Facebook, and the Champions Network, right around 7:30, we hope. And we know what time it'll be on TV-46, Friday night 11, and Saturday morning at 9. Before we go, again, good luck to our friends up in Michigan, Edwardsburg and Constantine, still alive in the football tournament. The weather might be a little bit different this week than it was last week, but they're both in the Final Four. Edwardsburg with a home game Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, and these are games that should have been played maybe late October, early November, and here we are in January. But congratulations to them getting it done. And a lot of excitement in the state of Michigan. They're talking about being able to get back to playing basketball maybe on February 1st, so we'll keep an eye on that.
It would be nice, I can assure you of that. But we will join you tomorrow night from the Raider Gym in Middlebury. Until then, for my partner Bob Nagle, Chuck Freeby, thanks for joining us here on Social Media.